My custom built closet is done and almost completely organized. I still have lots of little areas that could be a little bit better organized, but I still need a couple more boxes, and I think I might get another one of these carts because they slide underneath, which is super convenient. I'm all set up and ready to paint. I actually already started taking the wallpaper off. Maybe got some in my hair, but I need to pause on renovations for a moment. I need to organize my sketchbooks and palettes. And it is so disorganized, like unopened sketchbooks next to open sketchbooks next to loose sheets of paper and just all sorts of nonsense. So I've got my coffee and I'm gonna sit and organize for a little while. I think it's gonna be very satisfying. First, I started with an inventory. I needed to see what I'm working with. And it wasn't a huge shock to find a ton of really nice unopened sketchbooks. More than I thought I had, actually. So the good thing is I won't need to buy sketchbooks anytime soon. However, I'm terrible for starting a sketchbook and then a few weeks later opening a new one and starting another one, so I have way too many ongoing sketchbooks. This year, I'm really going to try to work through the opened sketchbooks before I open any new ones. I also discovered a ton of pre-cut watercolor paper, so I'm going to keep that in a special section. I found all sorts of other things that don't belong in the shelf and will find a new home elsewhere in the studio, as well as some things that I'll donate to local art groups. I'm really working on reducing clutter and not hoarding things I know that I probably won't use. There are some sketchbooks and papers that I've discovered over time just aren't my favorite, but I'm sure that they'll find use with someone else. In case you're interested in following along the full studio renovation, I'm sharing that in bits and pieces over on my other YouTube channel. I'll link to that in the description, and eventually when the studio is fully finished, I will do a full recap video and probably share that here because it's art related, kinda. But for now, I am fitting in the renovation in between other projects each week, little by little. And even though overall progress has been a little bit slower than I originally wanted, each time I finish a little task like this, I just feel so much more productive and accomplished and excited to use the studio. Top also needs to be organized, but I can't do that quite yet because I still need to paint the walls and install some shelving. I'm gonna have some nice display shelving for all my brushes and some other things. So for now, the organization is done. I am going to be sharing a video soon about my sketchbooks, a little bit of a review on some of my favorites and why I love them. So if you have any specific questions about sketchbooks or paper in general, let me know and I'll try to answer them in that video.